Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a more chill video. I'm going to be telling you guys a story of why I am so dumb sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna make fun of myself in this video because I thought it would be a really fun idea. So yeah, as you can tell, this is a different setup. I never usually sit in this setup, but I figured since it's a more chill video, we should have a more chill setup. So grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and sit down and listen to the video because you're gonna be thinking, why do I subscribe? Because you are literally so dumb. Okay, so this is going to be a story time of how I got my new phone. If you guys didn't know, I recently got a new phone. I've had it for a week I think it is. So basically, I last week wanted to get a new phone because, as you guys know, I had the iPhone 5 SE. And it was alright. Like, for filming, it was really bad quality. I hated it. And now that I have this phone, the quality is a little bit better, especially if you put it up to 1080. So make sure when you're watching my videos, you put it up to 1080 because it will make it so much better. So yeah. Anyways, besides the point. I had the iPhone 5 SE. It was running out of storage. I had 32 gigs, is that what it is? Gigabytes or whatever it's called, of storage. So it was always running out. I was always deleting stuff, deleting pictures, which are memories. So I didn't like that. So I decided I want to get a new phone. Normal thing, cool. So I thought my phone plan was up because when my mom told me, she said that there was only $25 more to pay out. So I was like, okay, so on my next phone bill, it'll be done. So that's what I thought was going to happen. So I paid the next phone bill, and I figured, oh, my phone's done, like I don't need to pay any more out. Unfortunately, I get to the phone store and find out I still have to pay out the $25 because my phone wasn't up until September 1st when I got my phone 2 years ago. When I got the iPhone 5 SE, it was September 1st. So as you all know, it's only like July 20th. I think it was like July 22nd or something like that. I think that was the day I got it. But, so I still had a little ways to go. I'm like, whatever, I'm going to be paying the $25 if I keep paying my phone bill anyways. So I might as well just pay it out. So that'll be going on the next bill. That was fine. I went into the store thinking that I was going to get either the 8 or the XR. Now the XR, since it's such a brand new phone, costed like $600, and I was not about to pay that much. I swear he said $600 a month, but that doesn't really make any sense. But the phone itself was like $1,000 something, and I was like, no, I don't want to pay that much. That's too much for a phone, since my iPhone 5 SE was a $50 phone bill. So I was not about that. But I knew I wanted to pay a little bit more just so that I could get some data on my phone because before I had none. So I went into the store, figured I wasn't getting the XR, so I might as well get the 8. So I get the 8. I find out that the plan is going to be around $60 a month. That was fine. I got 2 gigs of data, which is fine because I had none before. So I figured to start out with 2, that's pretty good. I mean, I was planning on getting more, but I didn't want to pay a lot for the phone. And when he mentioned it to me, he said 2 gigs for 60 or 4 for 70. And I was like, okay. But he never asked me if I wanted the 4 for 70. He kind of just automatically did the 2 for 60, which I'm okay with because it's plenty of data. I haven't really used much any of it, but I don't know. So that was all done with. I paid for the phone. I got a phone case and a screen protector, which I have now realized I have scratched. I made a tiny little scratch in it, but with my like perfectiveness, it's probably gonna bother me, but it's fine because no one notices it. I didn't even notice it, so that's fine. So I got my phone. I get home and I turn on my phone. I start setting up all these things like my putting in my Apple ID and my Touch ID and everything like that. I put in my iCloud, everything like that. I get it pretty much all set up, and I set up the password. Now this is where it all goes wrong. This is where I made my dumb mistake move because I am not very smart. So my sister, on my old phone, I had a password, obviously, most people do. So I put that password on the old phone. But then I told my sister the password. Why? I don't know. So I told her the password. I think she was trying to do something on it, and I wanted her to like stop bugging me about like, get your fingerprint, come unlock your phone. So I told her the password, and so on my new phone I wanted to change the password because I was like, I don't want her to know how to get into my phone, even though she got her own phone. Like, I don't have anything to hide, so I don't really know why I did it, to be honest, because there's literally nothing on my phone that I could hide from anyone. You can go look through all my selfies if you want. But anyway, so I decided to change the password. I changed the password to a password I've never used before, never even used the numbers in the password before. I don't really know why I made it this password, but I did. So I made the password, everything was fine, I'm fine, everything's great. Until I realized that I have now made a password that I don't remember. Me being my dumb self did not write down the password, did not like say it in my head a few times so that I would remember it. No, I typed in those numbers and quickly got through it, was done with it. So now I have no password because I don't remember. I remember the numbers, but I don't remember the order the numbers are in. So now I have a phone that I can't get into because I don't remember the password, and I feel really dumb at this point because I can't get into my brand new phone that I just paid for, and I felt so dumb. So basically the day went on, I had a few things to do, so I couldn't really deal with it at the time, but the day went on and I get back home and I realize again that I still can't get into my phone. So I call the phone store up and I'm like, hey, like, I've made a password that I don't remember and I don't know what to do. Like, can you guys fix it? And they're like, well, like, we don't know. Like, we don't obviously know your password and we can't override passwords. Otherwise, we would be able to get into everybody's phone. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So at this point, I'm freaking out, being like, how am I going to get into my phone? And I had no clue how it was going to happen. So then while on this call with the phone store, they said, you'll probably have to either call Apple or go to an Apple store. Since I live in Sarnia, we have no Apple stores. We barely even have any good stores, but anyways, the closest Apple store is an hour away, which really isn't that bad, but it's just like, when we go to London, you spend a whole day there because there's no point in going for one Apple phone store trip. So I'm like, great, now I can't get into my phone. I'm going to have to wait to go to an Apple store. The Apple store was closed from 9, I think, because at this point it was like 8:30, I think. I think it was already 9 at this point. So it was 9 o'clock. I couldn't call the store. I actually did try calling, but all I got was like a robotic like voice thing, and they were like, we'll put you on hold, and obviously the hold's not gonna go because no one's in the store because they're closed. So I called the store and I'm like, great, okay, this isn't gonna work. So now I'm going to have to go to an Apple store, which don't know when I'm getting there. So at this point I had no phone, and this makes me sound really dumb because like, I can live without a phone, like it's not that bad, but there are certain things that I needed my phone for, like texting my driving instructor because I need to communicate with her of when my lessons are and stuff. So that was pretty much what I was worried about at this point. But then, so I called the store and I found out that wasn't going to work. So I figured that wasn't going to work. So my sister, I was pretty much complaining to her about the whole story and like getting really annoyed at myself. So she's like, why don't you call like Cell City or like one of those like stores in the mall? Like we have like, is it called a kiosk? I don't know, but they're like little booths randomly in the mall that will unlock phones for you. So I called one of the other phone stores in our mall and they're like, yeah, we'll do it for you, but you're gonna lose everything on your phone. All your data is gonna be wiped, everything. And I was like, great. So at this point I'm freaking out, being like, my pictures are gonna be lost, everything's gonna be lost, I'm gonna have nothing because everything's gonna be gone, and this is just great. So at this point, I'm kind of annoyed, kind of mad. I was having a mental breakdown at this point because I can live without a phone, but like texting my driving instructor I needed it for, like I say, and I didn't want to lose all my pictures and all my contacts and everything. Contacts, honestly, it doesn't really matter that much, but like everything else mattered. Like pictures, I can't get those pictures back. Those memories aren't going to be there. So luckily I did download some on my computer like a couple weeks ago, but I did not put them all on there. So hopefully I put the important ones on there. Let's hope. Anyways, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm freaking out, but I can't go now because if I go now, they're going to be closed. So I can't go now. So it's now the next day. So the next day I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to get into my phone somehow. I don't have time to go to an Apple store, and they're probably going to do the same thing, wiping my phone. So I might as well just do it here when I can get it done. So I go to the store and I give the guy my phone, tell him how dumb I am, and then I hand it over and he goes, okay, we'll do it, but you're gonna lose everything, all your data, everything. And I was like, okay, whatever, like I have to get into this phone at some point, so I might as well just lose everything. So I gave him the phone. It cost me $45 for him to wipe my phone, which is kind of ridiculous. That's kind of like really expensive just to wipe a phone. Like it literally took an hour and it cost me $45. So that kind of sucked, but I had to get into this phone or else I would have nothing. So I leave my phone there. He goes, do you have any other way of contact? And I'm like, yeah, like I just keep 3 phones on me. Let me just give you one of the other numbers. Like, no, I have 1 phone. I did not have any other way of contacting. So I was like, oh no, like, I guess I'll just come back later. And he goes, okay, it should be done in like an hour if you want to come back at 11. Because it was like 10, I think it was. So I came back at 11. The phone was done. I paid my $45 to get into my phone. And I now have my phone back. Everything, well, I thought everything was going to be wiped. But luckily it wasn't. Luckily my phone had backed up from November. So technically I only lost everything from November till now, which is, it's now July. So I only lost a couple, it's like 6 months. I don't know how many months, I don't feel like counting. But I lost quite a few pictures and things, but luckily it wasn't anything too important to me because I was really scared I was losing everything and I was going to have to restart over everything. So the moral of the story is, do not make a password that you will never remember, and make sure you write things down. If I had just written down that password, I could have saved myself $45. I could have saved myself the meltdown that I had, and I could have saved myself so much time and just literally a waste of energy pretty much. So write things down and don't make passwords that you're never going to remember. I got back into my phone and the first thing I did was make a password that I knew I would remember. I actually made the one from my old phone, so if someone knows it, I don't even care at this point because I just needed my phone unlocked. So yeah, I freaked out over nothing. I now have my phone, as you guys can tell, because I'm filming on it, so I can't really show you it. I got the iPhone 8, 2 gigs of data, double the storage, so I shouldn't be running out anymore. But it was just like such a dumb thing. I'm a teenager, I do dumb things, I make dumb mistakes, and clearly that one was one of the dumbest things I've ever done. And when I told my dad the story, he laughed at me saying, well, why did you pay $45 for that? I probably could have done that myself. And I was like, oh, yeah. Well, it was done now, so I can't really worry about it too much now. It was just honestly so frustrating to me because I was just mad at myself. And because I was mad at myself, I felt like I was getting mad at everyone else, even though it wasn't any of their faults. The thing that I also forgot to mention is that I tried that password so many times. Don't you worry, I tried different passwords so that I didn't seem dumb. I first locked myself out of my phone for 1 minute. Then I locked myself out for 5 minutes. Then I think I did 15. And then I did 15 again. And then I did an hour. Well, I didn't do the hour, my sister did it, and that I got really mad at, which I don't really know why I did, because I couldn't get into the phone anyways. So, yeah, it was a really dumb thing. I locked my phone out so many times. I sound so dumb when I tell people this story, but it's something that I guess I can laugh at now. I don't know. I just feel really stupid. But yeah, I have my phone now, so hopefully everything's fine. I lost a bit of stuff, but I guess it's alright. So yeah, that is the end of this story time of me being so stupid. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hey guys, that was the end of the video. I hope you guys liked hearing how stupid I was when I locked myself out of my phone, because I thought it was a really dumb thing that I did, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. What's the dumbest thing you've done as a teenager? Let me know down below if my story was anything close to what you've done. And subscribe down below to become a member of this channel. I think we're at 38 subscribers now, which is pretty good. My goal is to hit 100 by the end of the year, so let's hope we can get that up, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys subscribe down below and turn the bell on so that you can get notified every new video I post, because I did post a bonus vlog this past week that you guys hopefully already saw. So make sure you turn on my post notifications, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I love you.